Bruno Mars, Just the Way You Are at 12:31. Good afternoon. Rod Whiting with you this lunchtime on BBC Radio Lincolnshire. Now, St Dennis Church in Sleaford is one of my favourite buildings in the county. Beautiful church, but it resounded to not an angelic choir last night, but a lively and sometimes heated debate about the future of the town. A meeting was held to give residents the chance to speak on how the town council should respond to North Kesteven District Council's decision in principle to proceed with a compulsory purchase order of land at Boston Road Recreation Ground. At the heart of the debate is a plan involving a new Tesco store and redevelopment of the famous Bass Maltings. It's an issue which has divided the town. Kate Cook from Don't Let Sleaford Die spoke on behalf of those in favour of the plans, and Town Mayor Brian Watson is against the plans as they stand. Well, we can hear from both now. Good afternoon. And Kate, if I may start with yourself.
Yes, good afternoon, Rod.
Yes, so a lively debate by the sound of things.
Very, very lively. It was wonderful to see so many Sleafordians turn out and be able to put their views across. I was really pleased that Sleaford Town Council decided to hold the meeting to listen to our views. Yes, it was a fascinating evening.
So, your view being that you're in favour of the plans to redevelop that part of the town, and what's involved here, if I'm right, is a new Tesco store. It's a bigger one than the one that's already in Sleaford, and as part of that, they're going to redevelop the famous Bass Maltings.
Yes, the Bass Maltings. That won't. The developers have said that they need the link to be built before they will, develop it.
A linked road from the Bass Maltings, which is slightly on the outskirts of Sleaford, people who don't know it, to link it more into the new development in the town centre.
Rod, it's not only a bigger Tesco store. What's actually going to happen with the existing Tesco store is that's going to be split into retail units and will bring further, retailers into Sleaford, which the town so desperately needs.
Well, you say that.
At the moment, Rod, 85p of every pound on non-food retail is spent outside Sleaford. And mums like myself and families, we're just unable to buy everything we need in Sleaford. Clothes, sports equipment, I don't know. There's just not the choice. We have to go elsewhere at the moment, which is a real shame.
Right, well, let's bring Brian Watson at this point, Mayor of Sleaford. Good afternoon, Brian. Well, what's not to like about this plan?
Well, good afternoon, Rod. Well, when this plan was first came on the scene about 10 years ago, the Advanta seed site was a mixed development, which would be little shops and housing. Now, we had a small, leafy, two-lane glade road through the recreation ground trees. The town council accepted that in principle.
Right.
We thought that would develop the town beautifully. But there was no mention at that time of the level crossing closing. And as the town council sat back and we saw things falling out of the closet, as I put it, we started to see a large supermarket on the scene and a lot more of the recreation ground required for a road. Now, also came on the scene, the crossing was going to be closed and there was going to be a bridge. Well, that changed the opinion of the town council dramatically.
What's wrong with the crossing closing if there's going to be a bridge? Because the crossing holds people up, doesn't it?
I admit the crossing closes people up within the traffic queues, but the town council put suggestions forward to the highway department to change the traffic light sequence, and they're not prepared to do it because, as it stands now, the traffic come down Grantham Road, they have to wait, and Mareham Lane comes first with a limited amount of traffic. The majority of the traffic goes down Grantham Road into the town centre. I mean, I can recall, Rod, sitting there when we had two-way in Sleaford. And then it was for the one-way system.
Yeah.
And that failed, and I was against that particular thing at the time. And then we put in a western bypass. That's failed. This is the last chance Sleaford's got to put this traffic problem right.
You say the bypass... Hang on a sec. Sorry, go on, Kate.
No, I was going to say, I think let's go back to that comment. It's the last chance to put everything right. I think, the crossings should be closed so that there are more reliable journey times. At the moment, no one knows how long it's going to take them to get through town. The crossing, in my opinion, should be closed. It's currently 64th of 1,900 crossings on Network Rail's hit list of level crossings, which it believes poses a serious risk. It's for health and safety reasons as well.
When you say the Western Bypass has failed, it seems pretty busy to me. Brian?
It seems pretty busy, Rod, but the majority of people, the traffic won't go through Sleaford, could use the bypass. And I'm not pointing the finger, but single mums, right, I have to say it, with one child and one mum in a car travelling to school when they could find alternative ways round the town. And this is not happening.
So you're blaming single mums here?
Well, they do when they go to school, because I have to say it, Rod, the majority of mums will not walk.
Oh, I see mums in general, I see.
I disagree with that. I'm a mum and two of my children attend a local primary school. Wherever possible, we will walk. And most of the mums I know will walk where possible. And I think it is outrageous that you have singled out single mums there, Brian. I really do.
Okay, can we get back
believe it.
Can we get back to the essential element, which is the redevelopment of the centre of Sleaford? Brian, do you accept that there needs to be some sort of redevelopment?
I accept that, and I accept in the meeting last night the majority of people present don't like Sleaford as it is now. They see shops closing every day. But to bring a Tesco's in, and I've got nothing against Tesco's whatsoever. I shop at times at Tesco's. To bring a large store in town will not make those shops any better. You'll be allowed to park. All the car parks in the town centre will close, and everyone will have to park at Tesco's for 2 hours and do the shopping and then enter the town centre to go to little shops. And honestly, they will not do that, Rod.
But that's what I do with my family. When we go, sometimes, we can't get everything we need in Sleaford, unfortunately. So say, for instance, if we go to Newark, we'll park at a big supermarket, we'll walk into Newark, we'll spend money in the local shops, and have a meal there. I mean, it is the pool, I'm afraid. That's how it is. But people can't get everything from a supermarket, so you will then go around the shops, have a browse, get the other things you need. I think it would be wonderful for Sleaford. The link road will help the regeneration of Sleaford, the redevelopment of the Bass Moortings and the Wasteland of Anseed sites, and this will encourage lots of other retailers to come to Sleaford. I mean, the town council did ask local businesses, apparently, back in 2009. I am a company director of a business in Sleaford, and I don't remember receiving this, but I will, my husband and I don't remember receiving it. However, first three questions. Do you think Sleaford needs investment and development? Yes, it's 57 out of 59. Do you think Sleaford needs a better retail offer? Yes, 53 out of 59. Do you think a better retail offer will bring further investment in the town?
Okay.
Yes, it's 46 out of 58. So businesses, I think the business community has been but ignored a bit here.
Okay, let's just move this on a tad, because clearly there are differing views here. Brian, the fact is that the district council are pretty much in agreement with Kate, and they want to go ahead with this, and the whole thing is going to be brought to a conclusion anyway, because they'll compulsorily purchase the land.
Well, will they? I can hear what Kate's saying, and bless her, I agree with the majority of what she's saying. The town needs regenerating. I agree with her. We do need shops. We need people to lower rates. But going back to Tesco's know where Sleaford Town Council office is. They have made an offer that was unacceptable to Sleaford Town Council.
But if you don't accept the proposals being discussed and debated now at district council level, then they will compulsorily purchase, and you'll not get anything like as good a deal, will you?
Well, no, I honestly believe the district council have met. They've agreed the planning permission. They've agreed a compulsory purchase order in principle. They'll go back to the full council the end of the year. But in that space of time, I think they're wishing and hoping. And if I was the leader of North Kesteven District Council, I would be wishing and hoping that Tesco's came and put a better offer on the table.
Well, that's a bit of brinkmanship there, isn't it, Brian? Supposing they don't.
Well,
if they walk away,
if they're serious...
What's the alternative?
If they're serious, Kate, if they're serious about developing Sleaford, they are concerned about Sleaford. Believe you me, I have had meetings with Tesco's, purely through the town council, on behalf of the town council, and if they're so serious, I am sure they will be back.
Well, it remains to be seen, and we'll leave it there. Interesting. Kate Cook from Don't Let Sleaford Die, and Town Mayor Brian Watson giving us a rundown of how feelings are somewhat divided in Sleaford at the moment. 17 minutes to 1, and this is Simply Red. Then we're going to talk about pest.